Welcome back from previous episodes. Full circle in her Bureau of Control at the hands of himself, Jesse, Dylan, they have with each other. I'm sort of in this. Um, oh, wow. So you can hear Jesse's voice now. See, it's as if the voices in her head or things that push her to talk or make certain statements uh, as if a channel is changing in her mind. See floating corpses or bodies. She seems to be walking differently too, but that might just be maybe just because I normally don't. Still pictures of Trench on the wall where it used to be when I took over as the director. My picture was on the wall. Let's see if I can go back on air here. Okay, says I'm on air. I've got the on air light. It tells me both microphone audio and gameplay are being broadcast. Um, so I will just keep on going. All right, let's look at our map here. So I'm in Executive Affairs. So finding Darling's office. Director's office is over there. Does that mean that there's something like hidden? Central Executive. Be cool if this is how you got to Darling's office. It's just been hidden inside all of these rooms that you never thought you could get into. And then they would talk about, because everybody's going to come across these shelters. They're going to go inside the shelter, possibly get a collectible, possibly get some materials. You never really have any encounters as those doors open, but it would be interesting if those shelters were some way of being a conduit to Darling's office. Um, that way he could, I don't know, transpose or quickly get around the building through these shelters, and then it would make these shelters seem more connected to the overall game, because they really haven't been much. I mean, with such a large door and such an interesting protective space, there's never really been anything inside them other than a quick collectible. Um, but to kind of give them more, like you open up and you've actually got somebody inside of it that is um, like held up in there, and they've been protected by the hiss or something like that. It's like, oh my god, I've been in here for hours. I couldn't get the door open. Thank you, and etc. etc. All right, so I don't know why I think I'm just getting distracted by things around here. So, Central Executive. No, it's Executive Affairs. This is where I'm supposed to be. His office is somewhere around here. It's definitely not. Man, I'm just not considerate at all about his office. I mean, I guess it could be in the bathroom. I mean, I believe all this is towards the director's office. None of this is Darling's. Yeah, I'm back towards the director's, and I would be leaving Executive Affairs. Guess I could try this way, but that's Central Executive. It's already even telling me not to go that way. I wonder if it's just a hidden door. Yeah, I've got no controls over weapons, so there's no, I can't fire anything. Be cool if he was in a corner here. Oh, is this it right here? Ah, okay. Here we go. You know, I need to make myself a little more familiar with the surroundings that are inside these videos right here in collectibles. So you got multimedia, and then you've got Darling presentations. In those presentations, he's in some room. I don't know if that room is always the same. So it's always in numbers. It's always in threes. So that's the second one. Third one.
Dead, I can't feel you. I can't. This is what Dylan wanted all along. But there is something. I can feel it, but I don't know what. The motel is a place of power, of change, a place to pass through, connecting everything. This is a dream inside my head. Why shouldn't it take me anywhere I want to go?
Pretty sure that hasn't always been there, has it? This Jesse Faden around one constant they revolve. Jesse Faden. That's that's pretty cool. That poster is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that hasn't been there. If it has been here the whole time, I have missed it. Polaris, grow together. Visit ordinary, where nothing ever is. I've just completely ignored all these posters. The oldest house. It's a shifting place. It's over here. Oldest house, shifting place. Jesse Faden, visit ordinary, visit ordinary. Looks like about all of them. On this, let's see. Pyramid, heaven, hell. See the astral plane. Yeah, advertising some really bizarre things, but we're at that point in this game. All right, so let's ring the bell. I don't think any of these doors are open. Normally, you ring the bell and one of these three doors open and it cycles through with each bell ring. So let's see what gets us on the first bell ring. Nothing. A little bit of music chime. I don't think anything happened over here. That was a one bell ring. I don't know if it's also the rule of three with this game, or with this portion of the puzzle. The puzzles cycle through. Same space, but what you have to do in the... Oh, okay, so the ability to... Ooh, can I go outside finally? Nope. See if I can go back here. Nope. Janitor's room is not ready. Ati has not been as prevalent in the stories I thought he would be. That might be because I didn't do nearly any of his side missions. So maybe he becomes more familiar with me, opens up more to me, more dialogue options become available. The last door opened. Okay.
Really?
Alright, so there's going to be music playing. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, so he made a video of him dancing to specific types of music. This is pretty good. I think it. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so I just grabbed those keys. I'm pretty sure I want to talk over all of the. All right, so there's just a fading picture there. I don't know if I necessarily want to have. I wonder if that's copyrighted music. All right, so let's see if this is copyrighted music. Let's go to options. Let's go to audio. Click this. All right, it's not. Let's listen.
This is so weird. But it is my head.
That's probably the.
You're such a weirdo, Jesse.
That is probably the. I don't want to say it's the best line, but it's a line that really fits with everything that she's gone through this building, through this game. She's had an inner monologue, and I know some reviewers have said, "Wow, she just has so much of an inner monologue." Well, imagine if she was just silent. They'd probably say, she just walks around. I mean, she's walking around by herself. Why can't she, talk to the player? And this is her way of talking to the player. And she's kind of poking fun at herself. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a good line. Maybe not the best line in the entire game, but it is a good line. It is my head. All right. So that was not a copyrighted video, so apologize for cutting it out of there. See, it's a good picture. I don't know if that's a picture of the actual actress or if that's art. It looks more the actress than anything. One thing I wish they had more of in games would be, behind the scenes stuff that unlocks. Some games do, but not all.
Grow brighter.
Jesse Polaris.
Around one constant. They revolve.
The audio is not synced up again. That's been another
Hedron is dead.
issue.
You're alive. Here. In me. Maybe Hedron put you in our heads when we met her. Maybe you were always there. And she was just trying to teach me how to trigger you. Maybe I'll never understand. Maybe I don't need to. Trench was the first to be corrupted by the hiss. Slowly, over the years. His need for control only made it worse. It was Trench who took the projector to the nostalgia department. He opened the door to the hiss. Just like that. With Hedron dead, the hiss tried to corrupt me too. But I'm stronger than them. We're stronger. They're waiting. They'll try to stop us.
Turn off the slide projector. Transmission being corrupted. Rewired. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the caption of this video and say major spoilers.
My sister had this dream.
Be cool if she just was able to float
Bad
forever.
dream. And the whole world was dreaming with her.
Dylan?
She'd convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at.
Guess I gotta go down there.
Cut off her eyelids to make her see. To save her.
Just levitating down. Just make sure I don't miss it while I'm looking around. I don't know if I can make it there. I want to mess that up. Yeah, I probably could have made it. I don't know, is each one of these spaces... Can I walk on... Oh. Be careful there. So I can't... I can walk on it, but it hurts Jesse. Is this going to be a object of power? Is this the... Is this the slide projector up here? Yep. So this has been the reason for all the issues we've had in the building. Things just been left open.
You are worth your time. The Father saw the source of your happiness
know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know, because that's how it was for me.
There's the pyramid. I see some combat coming. Whoa, 30? Okay. I'm gonna say that's I'm not gonna be able to do anything with those guys. Or am I gonna just have to slowly whittle them down? Those guys were level 30. Oh. It's just an arbitrary number. Okay. I'm a little worried there. Interdimensional defender. Hopefully it's not endless unless I meet some trigger. That lifted up a little bit more area there. It looks like this will be the next second to last battle before they push me over. Oh, they're gonna put me right into the fight. Maybe a couple more. Looks like he threw up a large wall or a barrier. Try to keep me out. There's a winged enemy in here somewhere. I don't know what kind of enemy it's called. There's a larger enemy I need to worry about roaming around in here somewhere. There it is. Nope. I think I can hear it. There it is. Nope, still not it. Maybe I just was seeing things. Oh. Where's this guy at launching stuff at me? There he is. Missed that shot. Get some health here. Oh. Killed me. I gotta watch for those guys that explode around me. Full health. Yep. Almost got myself killed. Still a chance that could happen. Hopefully there's some health up here. Looks like there is. Good. Yeah, my aim is not going to be very good in an intense situation. I don't think anybody's aim is in a tense situation. Maybe except for trained police officers. I've been watching a lot of active self-protection videos. I don't know if anybody knows who that is. I think it's Dave Correa or John Correa. Does a lot of self-protection videos, training, little lessons learned from like badge cams of officers or surveillance video of. It's usually with shootings or like physical knife attacks, that kind of thing. Are they having me redo this whole battle? Oh, they're having me redo the whole thing. So now it just becomes sort of a grind. Yeah, I don't like penalizing a player, especially when there are well-defined stages or phases to a fight. Now I can understand if it's one enemy, like, and that enemy has multiple phases, and I guess maybe we could call this level a singular entity, a singular enemy. But there's well-defined beginnings and ends to the phases reaching towards the pyramid, and they've sent me back to the very beginning of it all. No matter how much work I did here, this encounter is not saved. I can hear myself grabbing something for telekinetic throw. It sounds like it's coming, but it never seems to materialize. And just heads up, I may have to end this one abruptly. I may not do a full hour. Regardless of how close I am to the end, I'm trying to keep each episode to an hour, so even the last episode, if I happen to be right at the final boss, I'll still stay in the game for an hour. So if the final boss is the beginning of an hour-long video, and the boss only takes me 10 minutes, well, I'll make an extra 50 minutes if I can to, you know, go over some things, go into the lore, read some things. I haven't read any lore in a while. I try my best to make them hour-long videos. Oh my gosh, this might get me killed. Oh, no, 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 no. Man, I got myself into a corner. And they were just pummeling me out of the sky. So yeah, if I need to end abruptly before I hit an hour, I apologize. There's some things going on that I'm waiting for, and once the call comes, I'll need to... Thanks for watching, check you on the next episode, and then it may just end. So, again, trying to go for an hour. We'll go for at least another 30 minutes. Hopefully it's not me trying to get through this over and over again and make a mistake like I just did, getting caught up in a corner when I could have just performed the battle like I did the first time and kind of stay over here. And Jessie does get in a pretty vulnerable situation when she's hovering or levitating. She does not have any defense because she's in midair, and that's sort of where I got myself on that last encounter. Got myself into a corner, they bottlenecked me. I didn't want to move away from them because if I did, I'd be in the middle of the air and I'd drop off to the right here, probably to my death. And then they started picking me out of the air. I didn't stay in cover. I wasn't picking them off one by one. I was getting a little too aggressive. While they can be pushovers in numbers, you know, as most things are stronger in numbers, the hiss are much better when they're working together. I like how the health in the game has been easily identifiable. I know where to find it. I can find it from far distances. I can see that there's health, where I need to go to get it. The size of the blue tells me that, you know, the one to the left there is stronger than the one to the right. It'll give me more. You can see the intensity there. So that might help me decide which group of healing pips I want to go to. Pretty sure they're not called pips, but... Oh, wow, they just come out of... Almost died from one dude. I'm gonna watch it, don't let myself get bottled in like that again. Was this where I got myself in trouble last time? Here I am putting myself in that position again. Doesn't look like he's able to get an arc up to me. We can go over here. Shotgun dude up there with me. Yeah, I got my own powerful hit weapon. Now see, I've finished this encounter. It's opened up the next area. But this encounter that I had, which took me, what, maybe 5 minutes? I don't get to save this progress. So this next encounter that I have, if I die here, I have to start all over. So I need to be very careful and not put myself in a position to where I'm going to die. And I mean, any game is going to put you in a situation where you have to make those choices, but I sometimes feel I'm invulnerable, because Jesse's got all these powers. I don't care how strong you think you are in a mob, the mob will usually prevail. Let's see if I can just jet over here real quick. Alright, there's plenty of health over here. I'm trying to figure out the best way to... because the next level I'm coming up on is filled with guys that hover. And these guys that explode. Those guys that explode were probably the... Alright, so a large wall comes down or goes up. Around, so it goes up. Around the pyramid to kind of keep me away. Alright, I don't know. Could probably spawn them and then come back here and use this area as a defensive position. I mean, obviously, the more I can stay away from my enemies, the better for me. You can see he's right there. I'm not going to get anywhere if I just stay here. So I just got to watch my 6. I think once I pass this encounter, I should be right at the pyramid. So it's the explosive guys and the hovering guys. Once the hovering guys come, then I think I'm close to the end of the encounter. I think hovering enemies in this game are the most difficult. Hovering enemies that have the ability to heal are probably worse than that. And he came right up in my face. I feel like he's right there. I don't know, did I get him? Looked like I did. Oh, crap. I'm getting myself in a bad position. Wow, you just knocked that whole wall down. So lots of health over there for me if I need it. Alright, I hovered there just to give myself a little bit of a advantage there. Oh man, I thought you were dead. Alright, here come the... Ooh, good, I took one of them out of the air. I should blow up the other guy. Nope, doesn't. Alright, watch the guys that hover. Try to shoot these guys. I think there was a guy coming up here. Use this over here to my left as cover. Let's take out these explosive guys, let them come to me. Because they were coming right up on my butt when I was down there on the bottom level. Alright, let's take care of this guy. Let's get back into cover. Let's charge. Fire. Take care of him. I've got plenty of health there in front of me if I need to go down there. Yeah, this let them come to me is working a lot better. Watch these guys that hover. Alright, was that the end of it? Nope. More spawning. Don't think that it's ever over. Gotta watch, just keep an eye on my left there. Let these guys come to me. Like, they say level 30, but they don't really seem to project that they're all that difficult. You see, it seems like I had grabbed onto something, but I've got plenty of health down there in front of me, thanks to those guys that pop. is this guy at? Alright, looks like there's a guy that's going to blow up on me, coming towards me. Alright, so this guy's got to go. Here comes... Alright, yeah, bring the health to me. I appreciate that. Just use the dead body. Yeah, plenty of health right down there. I've got no issues there. One of the enemies is holed up in a corner here. Oh, there he is. Finally poked out. So I gotta throw a item at him to get rid of his shields, then charge up my weapon, which I missed that shot horribly. It looks like he might be the last guy, and he doesn't know how to navigate the terrain, so he's kind of a pushover. Just keep watching that one enemy there to my left on the second level, if he ever manages to get around that pillar. I've got plenty of health over here to my right, so it shouldn't be an issue. Still got a little bit of health left. Let's see if I can take him out right here. There we go. Alright, still got a guy over here to my left. Plenty of health, plenty of materials to pick up. But it would really suck if this one guy over here, or some guy hidden, bested me. Alright, that seemed to open things up. Alright, so that dropped, and it's giving me a way to go up. Alright, so just don't die or fall down. Hopefully that was a save point. Please be a save point. Alright, so I can see Dylan floating up there with the pyramid. Alright, major spoiler coming up. Either it's a battle or the end of the game here. If you want to turn away, do so now. I'll make sure that the description of the video is clearly stating there's a lot of spoilers here. I don't know if this is going to be a major battle or if it just ends right here. Alright, Dylan. I hope we get some live action cutscenes, more of the actress that plays Jesse. I hope the audio's synced up.
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
So which leads me to believe there's still a lot of work left to be done. So if this is the end, I kind of got a sort of a faux ending or a fake ending before when I had that encounter, and then everything sort of started to go glitch. That trophy was Take Control. Yeah, so it almost felt as if the last maybe hour of the game was sort of the ending. I came to the realization that Jesse, Dylan, Polaris, and sort of the pyramid and the house, the oldest house, are very interconnected. Obviously, Dylan opened up with the object of power, the slide projector, to let the hiss come through. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up. So I imagine that I'm actually speeding this up. So I imagine that there's still a lot to do. I'm still going to be able to play in the level with all my abilities. There will be encounters. I can go back to Ati and maybe complete some of his side missions. I can complete some of the random side missions that just pop open. I can explore a little bit more, find more of the collectible stuff. Do wish that there was a collectible list to show me, hey, here's exactly what. I'm surprised that there's no music. Oh, I've muted it. I've muted the music. So whatever music would be playing right now, I'm pretty sure that is copyrighted, and I've muted that to kind of prevent some of the video blocking that the algorithms within YouTube do. So there's still a lot that I can go back and do, and hopefully once the credits finish rolling here, if it kicks me back to the main screen and it tells me to continue, that means it's going to put me to the last save point, but hopefully it puts me right back into the Federal Bureau of Control building, the oldest house, and I'm able to continue exploring. And I think I was saying, I wish there was a list of the collectibles that I have still left to collect, so that I can say, all right, I need to collect this many more. So I'll keep hunting, I'll keep finding things, but I don't know the full. Oh, she's got a new outfit. Oh, awesome! You are the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. The crisis is not over. Your work is not done. So this is the end game. I'm not quite sure how I put on different costumes. I do like Executive Board countermeasures and Bureau alerts to fight the ongoing Hiss threat. Search the dangerous steps of the oldest house for classified Bureau secrets and hidden clues. So this is the ending. Oh, and it opened up there to the right. Let's see what else they tell me. All right, so the ending of the game is the continuation of the playing. Like this area right over here to the right, that opened up. I'm actually playing part of what the ending of the game is, and I've heard some mullings in other reviews, like the ending is underwhelming. The ending itself doesn't necessarily have to be a long cutscene a la Hideo Kojima and Metal Gear Solid. Maybe some people are looking for that in games. I look for that in games. I definitely love Metal Gear Solid 2, the long cutscenes. Metal Gear Solid 4, long cutscenes. I love those story elements, but I also have to accept that there are ways to experience the ending of a game, such as what I'm experiencing now. This is opened up. I don't know what's back here. This could be a revelation. All the different things that I can still collect are there, and I'm glad that they did this, and the game just didn't kick me back over to a title screen that doesn't really tell me anything. They're letting me know there's more to do. I am the director. I haven't come to the full realization of all the secrets, like what happened to Darling. It looked like he went crazy. It looks like he was exposed to the resonance, so maybe he's a hiss somewhere. Maybe that's. I don't know if there's DLC coming for this game. But even if it wasn't, I'm happy with the experience that I had. This game has been great. It's awesome that I could go through and actually have a full episode that kind of shows where the ending's going, and I'll probably continue to stream. Post.
Shawshank Redemption. That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier. Not important, but that was it.
I hope she continues to kind of chime in. Or maybe this was just a shortcut that's opened up here. This is the front of the building. I think this might be near the front of the building. Yeah, this is near the front, I think. Hotline chamber. Yeah, so now I'm exploring. I'm gonna find more of the secrets. What would be cool is if I could leave the building and walk outside. I think I can get through here. Oh. Be cool if she just kind of slid over to her, kind of shimmied through. But yeah, these are areas that I can definitely explore more thoroughly. I definitely was not able to get up here before. So there might be collectibles up here that I can grab. Yeah, before I was only able to go to that second level. I don't think I've ever been able to get up here. And then changing costumes, I'm not quite sure because I know there's a couple of costumes that I collected. Like I collected, I'm not Project 6, but, or 7. I think I'm 7. Are those actual geometry? Nope, they're not. Actually hovering through piping. So yeah, that is my exploration through pretty much the entire game of Control. Um, Jessie is the new director. She kind of played that part, but it's sort of official with my suit there. Um, I will try to figure out. There's going to continue to be encounters. The Hiss are still taking control. I don't know if they are giving me the option of trying to clear every room of Hiss, and then once that happens, I find new secrets, something opens up. There's definitely areas that I haven't fully explored. I'm still learning to navigate through these areas. So there's definitely the ability to do that. So, and I'll stream those videos as well because I've had enough to where I'm pushing towards the critical path. But now I might just stream, hey, I'm going to go through the HBC building and see if I can find more collectibles. Pick up more of these audio tapes.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years.
More than 29 years.
Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed.
Under the bed. Inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. The body had been there a week, he said.
Sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. They only found the body when housekeepers...
And on this radio station, we talk about when housekeepers complain about smells in hotels.
Ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me. No chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. It was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you,
we do.
America Overnight, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back. America Overnight. Oh, what are you thinking there, buddy? I thought I was going to pick up his projectile. And there's still leveling up for me to do. So definitely have a lot of materials that I can still use to upgrade and maximize my overall character and her stats. Because I'm sure that the game is still going to throw out random encounters like, hey, go to this area really quickly, and I can just keep doing those. I wish it would give me a couple more... I think there are challenges. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But there's definitely more combat that I could have. I don't know if there's obviously a finite level to Jesse, but collectibles I know I haven't gotten. So things I would like to see. So we're at about 52 minutes for this stream. We'll end it right at an hour. So the things that I would like to see would be challenges that, well, I keep saying that because, right now I have, let's see if I can find I don't know how would I say it, the bureau challenges that are there, those are there, and I'm pretty sure that those just continuously cycle endlessly. So there is that. I'm trying to think of, like, what can I... Like, I've already talked about the list for the collectibles. If I don't have them all, I don't know that because there's no list to reference that I know of. These battles I can continuously have. I can continue to pick up resources and the currency. I've got 62,000 of that currency. The encounters that I have, I think, are just going to be endless and never ending, so those are good. I can come back in here and mess around with things, but I think what I'm trying to say is I don't necessarily know if it needs to have DLC. I would love to have some DLC, but the DLC that I'd like to see would be, all right, there's specific numbers of items that you have to collect in this amount of time. Go, and you have to go do that. Right now, you have the board challenges to where you have to go take care of, hiss nodes, or you have to go to a specific area in the oldest house and clear that area of specific type of hiss, or maybe a quick escort mission for, or take all these floating HBC employees, agents, and revive them or try to cleanse them. Just little things like that what makes you want to come back. And right now, I think my desire to come back, man, this little very speckled spray paint feeling. There's like some weird lighting going on there. You could then, hey, go back to all the shelters. The shelters now have a red alert, shelters, all shelters being occupied by a vast amount of hiss, please cleanse. And then I go up to the shelter, I open it up, and out spill a bunch of hiss that I just have to kind of take care of. And of course, they're coming out of a bottleneck, so I'm pretty sure that might be fairly easy with Jesse's overall power level. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that you could throw at the game to make your desire to come back. I mean, I know it's not a live service game, so it's not like I'm continuously leveling up and this week you're gonna be fighting through this wave of enemies and the new types of enemies. But DLC would be cool. All right, so certain abilities. What do I have here? So I definitely haven't yet maximized all of this. So I've got 10 here. Let's do this one. Get a ground slam going on here, and I want to see what's beyond this one here. 10% to seize, and then expert para-utilitarian. All right, so this one is seize an additional enemy. What, at the same time? All right, so I've got one more down here that I don't know what it is, so let's push towards that one just to see what it is, and this one's going to take me 3. All right, so my seize speed has increased. I can still do my shields. Yeah, lots of upgrades still left to do here. Milestone rewards are maxed out. Hopefully I can get a couple more upgrade points so that I can maximize all this. But again, that's like one of those, hey, if you're not, if you're not happy with what it is that you've got, can you, what is the word for it? Reset all your points so you get all your points back so that you can then go through a different tree. Um, but I think I'm not quite sure. I haven't figured that out. Like, what gives me the upgrade points? Is it completing a mission? Is it completing certain milestones in the campaign? I don't think I get points for um, like kills, but unless maybe it's an encounter, like the missions. If I complete a mission and those random missions that pop up, will those give me a upgrade point when I complete it? That's something I'll have to look at. So mods, there's definitely I can randomize these and use all my points that I collect over time and try to get all of my mods to be level 5. Um, I guess I could go ahead and upgrade these. Nope, I need one corrupted sample. Um, refresh mods. Let's refresh mods. It takes 1,000. All right, so you can see there's a couple of things here that I can just pick up. And it'll just do a random prime obscured weapon. So for my weapons, my personal mods, so I could definitely do those. Still got to upgrade all my weapons. I've got all the types of weapons. I just need to upgrade them all to make them a little more powerful. So I can still do that, work on those kinds of things. Board countermeasures. All right, so these things are random. These are good. As long as they keep coming, I was like, let's see how many of these I can complete in a given amount of time. So let's, so these, yeah. So if let's abandon one of these and I'll show you, like if I abandon one of these, it just gives me another one. They can be the same thing sometimes, but they're usually kill a specific type of enemy, kill a specific number of enemies, kill a number of enemies with a specific type of ability, only doing telekinetic throws. I hope maybe there's one in there that says kill enemies while levitating. So, and those just keep cycling through. So hopefully those are endless. As long as those are endless, then I've got endless. Oh, look, I get a level 5 a random absolute personal mod for completing this specific one here. So I'm going to accept that one. And I just have to kill Hiss charged. I'm still going to make a video of me reading through all of the collectibles. So I'm going to make a video to where I just come in here, go over to the collectibles, and we'll read all the research and records, we'll read all the case files, the correspondence, and we'll watch all the multimedia and watch all the hotlines so that you can get a primer for some of the things that are going on. And that has really helped me through the game, is reading all that stuff that I come across to help me kind of fully understand some of the things that I'm encountering, because otherwise you might not be fully informed. They give you a little bit of a summary so that you understand what it is that you're encountering, but if you want to get a little more of the background, maybe where it came from, and just sort of the interactions that the characters have, you can definitely do that. I wish there was more to do with Pope. That's something. Let's go back and talk to Pope and see if there's any more that she has to say to us. Let's go back over to my little quick travel here. Let's go back to Executive Central, which I'm relatively close. I could have probably just walked there. Now let's go. It should be fairly quick. One thing I would like to see, I don't think they're going to make a Control 2 because, they've got, like Quantum Break. They didn't make a sequel to Quantum Break. It was a good game. I haven't played it yet. I've got it on my Xbox One. I think it was a free download where I bought it extremely cheap. But let's see if there's anything, if Pope is still here. All right, so there is a little something going on here.
Clean out every last hiss with one thorough sweep, room by room. But if there's a building shift that even one get behind our line, then fuck, this place is a pain in the ass sometimes.
All right, let's see what he has to say.
I don't think I ever told you this, but I was actually on the path to being a ranger once. Did the whole boot camp thing. Even got rookie status. Anyway, not the point. My old ranger squad was a great bunch. There was 6 plus me. Remus, Hazard, Cho, Guy, Heptonstall, and Thompson. They were supposed to get back from an expedition yesterday. We had beers and wings planned. Problem is, they weren't here when Darling handed out the HRAs.
Then they had nothing protecting them from the hiss.
You see, they prepped for the worst, but I think that we're already past that. We all wore these pouches around our neck, and I really don't want the hiss to get them. Could you find them for me? The squad would have come back through maintenance, but they probably spread out from there.
I'll keep an eye out for them, Arish. And I won't let them stay hiss.
Old friends. And a little bit more on, talking to...
You know where I'll be.
Arish. Let's go see if Pope's got anything new. Alright, Pope's still here, so hopefully I can...
Doorways, then which is the object of power? The slide or the slide projector? Or is the distinction itself a fallacy?
Yeah, so there's... See, I've got a collectible here, so there's definitely more collectible things to... Let's read one. I haven't read one in this episode. I normally read in every episode. So, analysis of Hiss threat, part 5, confidential. Hiss corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remain largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines this level of alteration or alteration? Is it the duration of corruption? It could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression leading towards what? Additionally, Hiss entities possess various paranatural abilities. How have they achieved this? Do they gain them from corrupting objects of power? Have they corrupted a single highly talented para-utilitarian and divided their access to paranatural abilities across the network of Hiss corrupted hosts? As a scientist, I am hindered by the sheer number of questions. It's difficult to identify where one should begin. What is the most pertinent question? How do we kill it? That seems like a good start. Refer to file XXX for full report. That came from Emily Pope, her research specialist, by the direction of Jesse Faden. By order of the director. So yeah, I would probably go through and there's a lot of new ones there that I haven't read, so definitely want to jump back into that. Does this agent talk at all? Nope. What do you think? You figured it out? I don't know what you're writing with. Are you writing with a new invisible pen? And like a lot of this, I don't know if all this appears destructible. No, I can't because I don't have my abilities while I'm here. Alright, so let's see what Pope has to say.
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes. Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Looks like there's still more.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
A lot of different stuff that I can sit there and talk to her. There's a new mission, so
Well,
yeah,
I've got a bureau to run. See you
the
soon.
ending of the game
Yes, ma'am, Director Fate.
is unfolding
Please,
as I
Emily.
continue to
Not
play.
even as a joke.
So yeah, I think there's a lot still to do,
My waveform of the hiss recording.
and she's still got more. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. This has been an hour and 7-minute episode for my exploration through Control, and there's still more to explore. A lot left to do, a lot of missions to still complete, a lot of characters to still talk to. I think in maybe the next episode, I might go try to find Ati and talk to him a little bit more, finish some of the side missions and clean up jobs that he had given me at the very beginning of my episodes, probably around episode 1 or episode 2, that I just never got back around to because I was pushing forward on the critical path. Yeah, this has been my exploration through Control. This is the ending of the game, and it continues. A lot of secrets still left to find, and we will continue these explorations in future episodes. And I might kind of splice it in every once in a while, but I might start some other games too, and do things like this to where I explore through giving hour episodes through each individual part of the game that I encounter. Yeah, so again, I appreciate everybody watching these episodes as you come around. If you're coming in, a year later, 2 years later to see what Control is all about, maybe Control becomes one of those PlayStation Plus free games, or maybe becomes a free game on Xbox Live, Xbox Live Gold, Xbox Live Ultimate, whatever, or maybe it comes inside of the Xbox Game Pass. I hope you guys are coming across here to see what Control is all about and maybe jump into it yourselves. So I highly recommend it. It has been a great experience for me. I'm going to go back and probably play the entire game again, turn off some of those I guess copyrighted music, and see what that's all about. All right, until the next episode. Catch you on the next one.